Hey guys, good morning. Could everyone hear me? Awesome. Good morning, guys. Today is Day Trade Friday. Markets are looking good. Lot of positive things coming out in the news. Better than expected retail sales data. The town hall from the presidents went pretty well yesterday. Markets are climbing. As you guys could see, here's Qs. Qs are getting a climb off that 10-day simple moving average. SPY doing the same thing, climbing off that 10 after yesterday's disastrous pullback there. Diamond ETF doing the same thing here. Oh, DIA. And there's Diamond ETF there. So we're going to be focusing, guys. Take a look at Amazon here. Amazon shares are really breaking higher. You guys remember what else we wanted to get in yesterday? Chipotle was upgraded this morning. CMG. We were talking about that in the afternoon pro trader session. That was upgraded to, let me see here, to $14.75 a share. So that's getting a big spike here. We got a few minutes until opening bell. Costco had a big upgrade today as well. So we're going to take a look at Costco. Man. There we go. Costco had a big upgrade. She's trading at about $3.80.95 a share right now. That got upgraded to $4.35 on Costco. So that's going to be one we definitely want to take a look at. Maybe we could pick up the November 20th monthly expo there. Trade some Costco today. But we're going to be looking for some day trades, and we'll be looking for anything we can take advantage of. I'm going down the watch list right now. American Airlines is up about 1.31%. Let's change this to a 3-month daily. Apple's up about 1%, 121.75. It was just at 122 a little bit ago there. AMD still climbing here, up 1%. Amazon is just killing at 33.75. We have a max net gain of over 120% on that Amazon paycheck trade that we made yesterday. So we'll be keeping an eye on that. If that moves higher, we'll add to that. Baidu, Baba, Alibaba here is getting a nice climb off of yesterday's lows. Let's see the trade room. Nice, John. I see it. Way to start the morning, John Puntillo. Let's see here. Facebook up 0.72%. Looking good. Facebook might be a good one to day trade today. I want to keep an eye on Facebook, guys. I'm writing that one down here as well. We have Costco, Caterpillar, and Facebook that we could possibly do some day trading with today. Opening bell's coming up in 1 minute here, so let's get ready. Let's get prepared. Let's have a great day today, guys. And remember, we have a free class today. We have a free class today at 5 p.m. For totally new options traders. Members, it's probably not going to help you guys too much. You guys have already taken advanced classes with us. But this is for the new traders who want to learn options and what it's all about there. So that's going to be at 5 p.m. You guys could register on our Facebook business page, or you could go to breakingchartalerts.com and register for tonight's free class there, free webinar. Let's see. Ephraim said Boeing and Netflix are looking good. Boeing's got a huge climb there, up 4.54%. Let's see Netflix. Netflix having a nice climb there as well. That could be an easy 575 target. So let's add those to our watch list. Netflix, NFLX. We could look at Boeing, Costco, Caterpillar, Facebook, and guess what else? Tesla's taking off nicely here. Here we go, guys. Markets are open, and I could already see we're up pretty nicely here for the day. Let me pull up the Trade Challenge account here as well. So many accounts, I lose track of them all. There we go. Let's see. All right, our Intel trade's already up about 9%. Let's take a look at that. INTC. Intel's continuing to break out there. Nice climb on Intel. And she's still breaking higher for the day. Our Amazon paycheck trade's looking absolutely beautiful. Intel's still continuing to run there. Nice run on Intel. 54.19 a share. Let's see, what else do we have moving? DocuSign's on the climb. DocuSign's getting a nice breakout. Look at that climb on DocuSign. We could easily see that hit 250 this by the end of today, maybe even, if we get a nice climb in the market. Dow's up about 163 points. Nasdaq's up 55. S&P's up about 14 points here. Let me get my newswire going here. And we'll put on some CNBC. Guys, United Healthcare was just upgraded and price target raised to $330. It's coming across the newswire right now. Shares in Netflix were raised to $6.30 a share on Netflix. I'll share that with you guys in the trade room right now.
Shares of Hertz spiking now $2.82. The high now on
Hertz.
Hertz.
Wow, look at Hertz up 170% on Hertz for the day. Look at Hertz going. This could be one we could take advantage of with a quick little day trade here. HTZ.
KSU, Kansas City Southern executive says U.S. trucking demand has been improving and company is seeing tightening capacity and improved pricing. That's Kim Wilson Uniform buying their earnings report earlier.
Okay, Ephraim.
KSU.
I'm going to post a trade I just made here in the Trade Challenge account. Did a small trade on Hertz for next week's expo.
SPC, Virgin Galactic getting a pop here. Sandy Profit Charlie Echo.
$200 small trade on Hertz.
Seeing some fall activity in SPCE now, Virgin Galactic. Put selling in SPCE.
They're selling puts on space. Remember, that got upgraded to $35 a share just last week. So if we wanted to do something longer term with Hertz or with space, we could certainly do that. That's not looking too bad there. Let's see. SPY's continuing to climb here. We already got a $1,000 gain in the main account here. That's being led by Tesla, Amazon, United Healthcare, and guys, our Carvana trade. Did you guys see our Carvana trade? CVNA. Our Carvana trade's already up 25%. We made that yesterday. Looking good. SPY's continuing to climb. I'm looking at SPY over on the right there. About 6 minutes into the day, we're going to start looking for some good day trade setups. Tesla's still riding higher. 455. Tesla's breaking higher still.
MGNX and INCY, Macrogenics, on October 13th entered into commercial supply agreement with Insight. That's Michael Golf's November X-ray and the November Charlie Yankee. be granted to Insight exclusive license to develop and manufacture and commercialize retifanlimab, that's MVGX, and
SPY
INT1.
pulling back a little bit here.
Sorry, that's correction, MGNX, Michael Golf November X-ray. S&P 500 up 0.5% after the open. Dow up 0.7%.
Speaking of sea changes, guys, a spokesman for Prime Minister Boris Johnson today says that the talks between the EU and the UK are effectively over, saying that the EU does not want to change their negotiating position, and Boris Johnson warning Britons to prepare for a no-deal start.
Efren, I closed the Tesla trade out in the trade challenge account for 70 cents.
Maneuver around their presence in London. We know they've done a lot already, but do they need to do more?
We're really still talking about this, huh, Carl? My God, it never ends. It never ends.
Even when you think it's over.
Let's see what Costco's doing. You guys are talking about Costco still on the run here. Costco's looking great. We got to do a trade on Costco. All right, let's take a look here. Option chain. That had a huge upgrade on Costco, and I think that's going to have a big breakout next week. So let's look at the October 23rd on Costco.
Trump advisor saying that Taiwan should start considering strategies to deter a Chinese amphibious landing.
Transportation right now, specifically around semis and engines and trucks. The way
Let's see here. What do I want to pick up?
Tesla, according to Electric today, increasing the expected range of the Model Y.
I think that's going to have a nice breakout next week. Do I want to go with October 23rd or November 20th? Let's see.
Retail sales today, even in X-Auto, but clearly cars are a big part of the equation right now.
Nice job, John. Made a 100% gain on Schlumberger put on earnings.
Trying to get an RV this year because there's practically none available at the moment.
And we talked a great deal as well about the froth in the used car market also, given the excessive demand for second cars perhaps from people as well, Carl. That's been very tough to come by. Yeah, your point's a good one. And when it comes to trucking, by the way, as a reflection of the economy, I mean, we saw Jay Wells at the port in California the other day. All that stuff coming in from China.
Alrighty, I just made an official trade on Costco. October 23rd, 385 call.
October and the HP housing market index for October that's coming up in about 21 minutes at 10 a.m. Eastern Time.
Our target. I'm going to post our targets and stops in the room there.
RWLK moving again this morning on heavy volume. Romeo Whiskey Lima Kilo. RWLK.
Every time we think it's actually here, it takes a step back. But they're talking about substantially improving results due to revenue growth from global growth acceleration, which sort of runs counter to all the words we see about the third quarter and the first quarter going into what we know may be a difficult period.
Let me see what that upgrade was here. COST. Costco.
But Carl, you know, the idea, if in fact there was a Biden administration, if in fact the Senate were to go Democratic, or even if not, the possibility of a large infrastructure bill is certainly one.
So that was upgraded to 435. We ended up picking that up there.
Certainly seen as a positive for the likes of Caterpillar also.
Yeah, I think the question too is what does that mean for the farming sector? Obviously, the current administration has been a big proponent of it. You know, the farming sector took a big hit, obviously, with the trade war, but they've been a proponent at least of various forms of stimulus to that industry. Haven't heard as much from Democrats as far as what they plan to do.
Intel trades up about 10% now. Let's see what Intel's doing.
To increasing bankruptcies and inability to finance, and so
Intel's still continuing to break higher. That's looking great.
And finally, guys, Alberto talks on Twitter later this morning. Jack Dorsey with another tweet today, essentially acknowledging that their policy, or at least the communications around their policy of restricting content, has not been good.
Let's see Kroger, what that one's doing. KR. That one's not looking too bad up to 35. The only thing is Kroger, it's not traded much. We got some nice profits on the day here. Up about 600 for the day so far. Our Costco trade's already up 15%. We already got a $200 gain on our Costco trade.
Hitting new highs, 1388 for Jumia, up about 7.5% today, JMIA.
Watching the market, seeing if we're going to continue this breakout or stall for the day here. Dow is looking good. I'm waiting for SPY to break those highs from this morning.
Jumia hitting $14 now.
Qs are still looking great. Qs are near the highs of the day. Let's see what Salesforce is doing. If Salesforce could break that 260.50, I might get into a day trade on that, because look at the 3-month daily here. That looks prime for another move up to resistance around 270. But they were just downgraded yesterday, so let's see here.
Shares of Nikola dropping here, 22.30, AAPL.
Boeing had a big pullback from those highs. Let's see. Netflix. Netflix is still climbing here, breaking higher. Nice breakout on Netflix. That's something we could pick up for next week's expo on Netflix. Small trade. Let's see what it's going for, though. JB Hunt does not look good. That pulled back quite a bit there. Climbing off the lows. That was one of those high-risk earnings trades.
The intraday high now, 986, after that deal announced with SG Blocks. That's probably November kilo.
GoDaddy wants to break out, but it's not doing too much yet. Would love to see that break higher today. It's early. Could definitely see that breakout. Netflix. We're waiting for the markets to break out to new highs here. If you could see SPY on a today 1 minute. We need to break above that. I want to see us break above that resistance there for that next big breakout in the market.
CVNA, Carvana, more call sweeps today. Charlie Victor, November Alpha. Carvana.
Here's going to be support.
CLBS, Clovis Oncology, getting some volume. Charlie Lima, Victor, Sandy. WKHS Workhorse October 30 $30 call suite currently at 2342. That's Whiskey Kilo Hotel Sandy.
See what
WKHS.
Amazon's doing here. Amazon's still breaking higher, team. Glad we got that as our paycheck trade.
Twitter changing its policies on hacked materials comes after a backlash from conservatives and the president over its decision to block links to that New York Post story that
Spies holding that 20.
Dorsey today tweets that straight blocking of URLs was wrong, and Twitter says it will no longer remove hacked content unless
Semper Fi says he's up over 50% on space already.
with him. They also enabled tweets to provide context instead of blocking links.
Up
There's the
5.2.
Workhorse, popping to the highs, 2366.
That should have an easy run next week.
Next week. And then we'll talk about maybe later in the day a G pie and the
SRNE.
It finally broke that resistance at 2250, so that's not a bad setup there. For sure.
now in terms of intermediary liability law.
Yeah, I've been trying to read about that as well. I'm sure you have too. Even this morning on my Twitter feed.
Let's see.
When, can we put that tweet up again? Because at the end of it, when Dorsey refers to new capabilities,
Space is still running higher here.
what does that mean?
Let's see. Maybe we can pick up a cheap space trade.
FOLD, Amicus, deal reporter, hearing deal reporter says Vertex could be looking at an acquisition of Amicus, FOLD, Foxtrot Oscar Lima Delta.
$1 question. How many tools do you have in your toolbox to flag or block content? And I mean, how long do they have those tools? Why haven't they been deployed?
Alrighty, Semper Fi. I'm going to jump into that space trade as well. I'm going to get next week's Expo. 23 strike.
Amicus spiking to $17.
Going for $1.11.
At the high now.
Of course, we have talked to death, but it's really
That's FOLD.
extremely sharp relief right now.
And to your point earlier, Carl, with regard to this Section 230, and Ajit Pai is saying that he wants to clarify the scope of tech legal protections. While it is certainly in the weeds, it could have large ramifications if that clarification of the rule extends to the liability on these big tech companies to really take a bigger role.
Alrighty, here is the new trade on space. This is the trade challenge account.
Is just based on reputation, as far as I know, in terms of kind of the legal ramifications. So if
I like how it broke that resistance.
would make them more liable for the content on their website. I don't know how those capabilities, as you mentioned, would really play a role, or if they would have to meet those.
We got in though at 1.17. We were executed.
It's really an important space to watch, especially as we talk about the Twitters of the world, Facebooks, YouTube, or Google of the world. I think that's going to be an important space to watch. I'm not sure that any change in leadership next month, or in terms of electing people next month.
VIPS VIP Shop, more call activity today, November 22
It seems like
call suite.
effort at this point.
That's Victor India Papa Sandy, VIP Shop,
Yeah, I mean, you look at the stock move from 48.
VIPS, VIP Shop Holdings, Victor India Papa Sandy.
Twitter looked like if
What are you in for Google, Tyler?
the content and how would that change the way on
Market's starting to climb. Diamond's climbing here a bit.
with the platform
SPY pulling back a little bit right now.
last night, which lasted a fair amount of time, and then the company had to come out after that and say that that was not the result, that there's no evidence that it was the result of a
Tyler, we got out of our Google paycheck trade for 108% gain.
Yeah, I can see why he might want to step up to become
Shares of VIP Shop hitting $19.40.
You get in line. As we go to break, take a look at the state's
Let me see. I'm going to post that.
100
I'll post that article there.
products, a couple of upgrades this week, continuing its red hot run with a double-digit gain. Squawk in the streets back in a minute.
Tyler C., what was a trade idea?
How far does $1 million go in retirement? Like so much in life, it depends. Is your portfolio in stocks, the bonds, cash, gold? What if you plan for greater healthcare costs as you age? Where do you live? Cost of living makes a difference, as do market conditions. Gold or
Here was our Google trade right here. Our Google breakout momentum trade closed for 102.48% gain. Here was the official trade. We got the Google 1575, 1580 vertical spread for the 1016 Expo at $1.21. What is Google at now? 1563. We ended up closing that out like a couple of days later. Max net gain was 313%. We closed it out for, we got in for $1.21. Where is the closing price here, Efren? Got to put that closing price on here. Below here, let's put our close price in black like we have all the other ones. So we closed that out for 102.48% gain. And you take a look there at the Amazon one right below that one. Where'd that go? Here was the paycheck trade we closed out on. Did we make it on the 9th? I think we made it on the 9th. Closed it out. Nice 154% gain on that. Space trade's already up 9% there.
Update of an early report, Indianapolis Colts have closed their fractious facility after several individuals...
Indianapolis Colts closed their facility.
That was reported earlier.
Dow's getting a climb here. Diamond ETF. Let's take a look at DIA. About 25 minutes into the day here. Not doing too much yet. Pretty flat.
Shares of DraftKings are pulling back a little, dropped earlier on the original report earlier this morning as DKNG.
Companies are launching big bold jet cars that don't expire for 4 years or even longer. NetJets, Magellan, Jets.com, lots of others racking up big sales right now with cars of up to 100 hours that are tax-free. So if you bought 100 hours on a G450 from Magellan for $1.2 million, you would save $94,000 on taxes. And by the way, you don't have to take the flight until 2024. Now, some companies like Sentient or Fly Exclusive don't even have any expiration date.
100 hours on a G450. You could buy a 100-hour jet card for $1.2 million. I'd rather just buy the damn jet.
Require a time frame. Meanwhile, the private jet industry is one of the few travel sectors that's actually largely recovered, with business back to above 80% to where it was pre-COVID. Guys, back to you.
Okay, so Robert, this seems like it would obviously provide a pretty big windfall for these private jet companies. Did they also receive any sort of stimulus? I can't remember from Washington either earlier this year or as these discussions have unfolded. Are they part of the conversation?
They're definitely part of the conversation, and you're right, they did. In addition
Diamond's climbing. There goes SPY again. SPY's taking off.
$600 million in stimulus from various programs. Now, at the time, this was in the spirit of keeping the more than 1 million jobs that are part of the general aviation industry. Even within the industry, they didn't expect to rebound.
Qs are taking off here as well.
Should taxpayers continue to subsidize private jet flights for eternity for flights that are sold right now? And I think, look, that bill was done very quickly. We all know
SPCE,
there was
Virgin
haste.
Galactic, more full activity, weekly $23
But it goes back, Robert, as
on
you've indicated.
SPCE, Sandy Papa, Charlie Echo.
Jet, and you can
Space taking off again, huh?
Yeah, and that was a feature of the Trump tax cuts that
Look at SPY breaking out here. Big breakout on SPY. Diamond as well.
Depreciate that asset immediately. So that was a huge move. And then this, the $600 million plus the federal excise tax.
Coming near the highs of the day once again.
China SXP, Pharma getting a pop here on some social media mentions in the X-ray Tango Charlie.
Or is it only actually in the air? That's a good question. I think it's just time in the air, but I'd have to check. All right, let me know. You know, it looks like a good deal.
The fact that none of us know for sure says a lot. Like, I don't know. We'll take a break here. We got consumer sentiment on the other side of the break.
Space trades up 11%. Intel trades up 10%. DocuSign's down about 14%. Waiting for that to take off. We have next week's expo on DocuSign. Markets are at the highs of the day right now,
Coming
team.
up at 10 a.m. The NAHB
Dow's up
housing
203,
market index
Nasdaq's up
for
62,
October.
S&P's up
Also,
16.
Business inventories for August plus 0.4% expected, and Michigan consumer sentiment. CMPS Compass Pathways getting a pop to the highs. CMPS 3970.
In this constantly changing sector, it's hard to know which companies will gain, maintain, or lose industry leadership. So why choose technology sector strategies? Diversification of the entire technology sector of the S&P 500 and reducing single stock risk. The technology sector spider. The next chapter.
Nice continued breakout here on Diamond, SPY. Profits continuing to climb.
KXIN, Cation Auto, hitting 250 at the high, halted on a circuit breaker. Shares resuming,
Let's
and then
see.
halted right again for a circuit breaker at the highs immediately on KXIN, Kilo X-ray India November.
Based on your interests or what's trending. Get real-time insights and your customized view of the market. It's smarter trading technology for smarter trading decisions. Fidelity.
This t-shirt helped me open the Haze Week. We're more than
Hertz looks like it wants to take off here again. Getting that 1020 cross flattened out. Keep an eye on that. There goes Diamond again as well. Let's see what's climbing here. See what Tesla's doing. Tesla's hanging around 452.
Business
Snapchat.
inventories plus 0.3%. The estimate was plus 0.4%. Michigan consumer sentiment for October 81.2. The estimate was 80.5.
Good Friday morning. Welcome back to Squawk on the Street. I'm Cincinnati with Dave Faber and Leslie Picker. Dow's up a couple hundred points after 3 days down for stocks, and the S&P trying
There goes the market taking off again on that news.
for the first time.
Another nice climb here. Dow's up 222.
Progress of stimulus negotiations to the degree we can call them negotiations. Pfizer with some vaccine comments. Retail sales were strong, and now about to get consumer sentiment. For that, we go back to Rick
See, DocuSign really wants to take off here. Let's see what Docu's doing.
S&P futures hopping to the highs, 34.9375. Waiting for the NAHB data.
Inventories are so important. Just look at our import demand and some of these numbers we've seen of late. We have to build inventories for the holidays.
Markets are still breaking out. Take a look at Q's.
If we look at our preliminary Michigan,
Another nice run on Q's.
expected. Of course, this is a preliminary. We change this out at the end of the month, but just to give it a face, it's following the final.
Guys, did you guys check out GameStop again today? Our GameStop trade is just still breaking higher. Look at GameStop. Nice climb off the lows this morning. 3-month daily still climbing above that 10, holding above that. It's looking great.
78.8. That's following 75.6. And this is also a bigger
SPY's near the highs of the day.
This one last month was the best since March of 79 and change. We definitely want to know that what's coming down 6 months down the road, like yesterday, Philly, Tuesday, good thing. Now let's look
Qs are taking off again.
at 1 year.
There goes SPY.
6 last month, the 2.7 on the preliminary.
Guys, our United Healthcare. Did you guys see UNH again today? United Healthcare is just continuing that strength, breaking higher. Look at that breakout on UNH. We got a nice trade on United Healthcare for November 20th Expo. Just thinking about adding to that. There goes SPY breaking out. Big breakout on SPY. Look at that candle on SPY. There goes Diamond, Q's, SPY.
34.90, 34.97 the high on the
And finally,
S&P futures.
are calling for banks to change their approach. We'll begin with
Intel trade up 11%.
Following the 10 a.m. data.
calls. Here's what President Trump had to say on where stimulus stands as of last night.
I want a stimulus. The Republicans will approve a stimulus. The problem is she doesn't want to do it because she thinks it's bad for her election. The fact is she's wrong because people know she's in our way. She's not approving it. She doesn't appreciate our people, and she doesn't appreciate at all our workers. Nancy Pelosi, we are ready to sign and pass stimulus.
All right, Invesco's head of U.S. Government Affairs, Andy Blocker, joins us with his reaction from last night. Let's first get your reaction to that comment from
Nice gains here today.
to sign.
Amazon. Guys, Amazon is an absolute beast. Did you guys see Amazon? Look at the breakout on Amazon. Still running up 47 points for today, up 1.44%.
Now popping here, Blink hitting new intraday high, $10.11.
BLNK. Blink's having a big breakout. There goes SPY again, team. Nice climb here.
Was there anything that the markets could have gleaned from last night's conversations? It seemed like there were a lot of I don't know.
It's not much of a gain, but here's what we're up so far today.
Reading between the tea leaves that the markets could be trading on today.
Now we're still climbing.
Differences are stark in a few areas. Number one, depending on how Congress ends up, Trump will want to lower taxes, Biden will want to raise taxes. On the energy sector, Trump will want to continue to his deregulatory trend, while Biden will want to be more regulatory in that space.
Up $560 today so far. Not bad. Not that great, but not bad for a half hour.
So those are really areas, they're the same areas we've all seen. Don't really
Cost goes up about 7%. It's our GameStop that's really breaking higher in Amazon. And our United Healthcare. Tesla trade also is taking off for the November 20th Expo that we have.
Wins the election, or is it simply saying, as the polls would certainly indicate right now, and we all know not to necessarily believe them, that a Biden administration would be that bad for the stock market?
Yes, that's a great point, Carl. I mean,
Let's see if DocuSign's starting to climb yet. There we go. We're finally starting to get a climb on DocuSign. First candle above that 10, 20, 50 SMA. If that starts to take off, I'm going to add to our DocuSign trade that we have for next week's Expo. Qs are climbing. SPY's climbing. A little bit of a pullback on SPY on this last candle. Qs are holding strong though. NASDAQ's up about 84 points.
Andy, I wonder what you think the read is in Congress right now about the Fed chair and his increasingly amped up rhetoric about the need for fiscal stimulus, calling it tragic if we didn't get it. Is the sense among members that that's a wake-up call, or is it more, hey, Fed chair, mind your own business?
Republicans or the swing district Democrats in the House, they want that. They're happy that the chairman is speaking out because there are people who are hurting. I was just talking with a congressman this morning at a diner that's going to have to close in a few days. It's real for people on the street, and I think that's when they talk about the K economy, where certain people like myself can work from
see that Vice President Biden has proposed an increase in the tax rate applied to capital gains and dividends. For the highest income individuals, they're expecting some selling pressure, especially among the highest income individuals at the end of the year if there is a blue wave as people look to kind of crystallize their gains before the potential for tax increases on them. Do you agree with that? Are you expecting more selling pressure, more volatility if there is a blue wave?
Well, that's a great point. Thanks for that, Leslie. I think on the one hand, there will be a psychological move to try to sell off, but actually, if you just take a moment, take a breath, even if Biden and the Democrats take every chamber, any tax increase will happen in 2022. It won't be effective. There's no way they're going to come in beginning of 2021, do a tax cut that's effective immediately. So there's time here. So while psychologically people are like, oh, we're going to cut taxes, but in reality, it's about when is the next price increase and you're trying to prepare for that.
And lastly, there's been some trading lately surrounding
SPY's climbing off that 10 right now.
with the hope that in the next administration there could be better
Really want to do something more with UNH. UNH is still on the climb.
regardless of who
Let's see, DocuSign's going to get a climb off that 20.
Yeah, that's a tough one. So let me
Look at UNH still climbing and breaking higher here.
you're still going to see a lot of
Remember, that had a big upgrade.
changing the way we approach
Take a look.
You're going to be antagonistic. It's going to be volatile. You're not going to know what to get each day. I think the thing with if Biden's in office, you're going to be a lot more measured, a lot less volatility. But
It got a few upgrades.
antagonistic,
Maintains SVB Leerink, maintains outperform on United Health Group, raises price target to $375.
$6.43. Clover shares up about 6%.
Raymond James maintains strong buy on United Health, raises price target at $355. Jefferies maintains hold on United Health, raises price target at $335. UBS maintains neutral on UNH, raises price target at $330.
Andy, thank you so
Kilo
much.
X-ray in the November after resuming following the circuit breaker halt.
Anytime one COVID-19 vaccine candidate could be ready as early as late November. Meg Terrell's been following this for us. Meg.
Hi, David. Well, we're getting news from Pfizer this morning, whose CEO just published an open letter about the potential timing for when they could file for emergency use authorization.
PNN, Penn National Gaming, November 45, puts at the bid 1,500
How effective
Contract
the vaccine is, how safe it is, and the manufacturing
on
method.
PNN.
Effectiveness, they could have that data in just a few weeks by the end of October. But then it won't be until the third week of November that they have the amount of data the FDA wants on safety. They say on manufacturing, they should have those that information available before
SPY wants to climb there again off that 10.
November timeframe here. Now, Moderna is on that same timeframe. The 2 months of safety data the FDA needs is based on half of people getting their second shot in the trial. Both of these companies hit that milestone in late September. So as long as they have the efficacy data that back it up,
Moderna, Pfizer, BioNTech.
for emergency use authorization at the end of November. Guys, we're also getting news, of course, on the first drug that was proven to help with COVID-19, remdesivir. Yesterday, a World Health Organization study called Solidarity came out saying
Facebook's breaking out again. Let's take a look at Facebook. Shares up 1.35%. 3-month daily. This is going to be one we could watch for a day trade here if we continue that break above 270.
saying they appear inconsistent with more robust evidence from multiple randomized controlled studies published in peer-reviewed journals validating the clinical benefit.
Let's see what's on the news feed here.
Kind of a debate this morning on how helpful
KXIN making more new highs now, 350.
being used widely in hospitalized.
Shares up 163% on
Meg,
KXIN.
investors sort of take stock of the past week. Some of the pauses in the trials at ACN.
KXIN 350 up 163. Halted on a circuit breaker again.
Up 163% now.
This is absolutely the process of these trials.
Space found some support right around 2275.
With Lilly, the antibody trial pause, that was specifically in hospitalized patients. I spoke with Lilly CEO Dave Ricks about it earlier this week. He said he doesn't know yet exactly what the trial found and what will happen there, but suggested they want to know if this is not helping people in the more advanced stages of the disease. And you would think, of course, it would be more effective given earlier after diagnosis or even as it's the same thing with the vaccine studies. We still don't know about the J&J event, if the person was on placebo or on the vaccine, or what the event was. So we wait to hear more, but this is the way clinical development works.
ZM Zoom hitting new highs now, 555.20. Zulu Michael,
As a country,
up
that's for sure. Meg, thanks.
3.5% today for ZM.
We're watching Boeing this morning, getting a bit of a boost here, helping to lead the Dow as Europe's top aviation regulator says the MAX is safe enough to return to service. See those shares up better than 3%. We'll talk about that when Squawk Industry comes back.
Work. It's what drives the economy and keeps our country home. American workers in American factories, designing, engineering, and manufacturing high-quality products right here on our shores. At WeatherTech, we've been doing it for decades, building all our factories and providing great jobs right here at home. We're proud to say when you look at a WeatherTech floor liner, cargo liner, or even cup frame, that's
JMIA, Jumia, weekly $12 call sweep on Jumia.
Qs are starting to climb again.
Way too dangerous, Bill. Way too clogged, Melissa. Leak filter.
Facebook's still climbing here too.
Will keep you safe and protect your home. We guarantee
Would love to do a 270 strike call on Facebook as a day trade for today.
call or go online for your free gutter inspection and estimate. Act now and save 15% off your purchase.
The vote 2020, the most expensive in history. Spending projected to reach, get this, nearly $11 billion. Millions of Americans have lost their jobs since the pandemic hit. The hardest of all, women.
It's the perfect storm that can't set looking back decades.
Scary days in college football. A coaching icon tests positive.
There goes Space taking off again.
And us diehard fans.
Space is on the climb. Oh, these lights in this room. UNH still climbing. SPY's pulling back quite a bit here, down to that 20.
Question is, what kind of reception will he get, and what kind of challenges might he face? Jim Stewart joins us this morning, a Pulitzer Prize-winning columnist for the New York Times, and William Cohen, a Vanity Fair's special correspondent. Happy Friday, guys. Good to see you both.
Good morning.
Jim, I know you've said he potentially has a tough fight ahead, at least in trying to build a coalition beyond those who have been.
Market's pulling back a little bit here.
What do you think he's up against?
Well, he's definitely a contrast to de Blasio and a welcome one to many, especially business leaders in New York. I mean, I think one of the things he really has going for him is he has one foot in the Wall Street establishment, the business community, the chief executives of the city, and he has
United Healthcare still strong. There goes SPY climbing off that 20.
with a very impressive resume. He has
Space is still continuing to climb there.
I think he can reach out to some of the disaffected communities, minorities in the city, people who felt left out under the Bloomberg regime. So he does impressively straddle those two large groups.
Bill, I read a piece yesterday saying that people, or opponents at least, are already going to start going combing through Sweeney's relationships and hence his relationships in an effort to maybe use those as oppo research down the road. How big of a danger is that for them?
I don't think it's a very big danger at all. You know, sometimes the fates give you the right person at the right time, and I think that's what Ray McGuire is for all the reasons that Jim said. And, you know, I've known Ray for close to 25 years. I worked with him for 2 years at Merrill Lynch as an M&A banker. I mean,
There goes SPY continuing to run. Qs are taking off. Nice climb here once again. Our Costco trades up 13% right now. Quick $150. That's for next week's expo. I'll hold on to that. I want to see Carvana start to take off again. We had a nice profit on Carvana this morning. That retraced a little bit. Captain Thomas is saying, Dave, check out PG. Up another 1%. PG's looking great, Captain. I'd be holding on to that, looking for that 150 target. Captain Thomas, what was that one stock you messaged me that said you said you were up like 5,000% on yesterday? I wanted to check out the chart on that.
It's a nasty business. It's a thankless task. What's your sense on that, Bill?
Caterpillar still on the run there, Tyler. That's looking absolutely beautiful.
SPCE, Virgin Galactic, more activity now. Sandy
Guys, space is at new highs of the day. Big breakout on space. Big breakout on space. There she goes, taking off. Rocketing higher there. Space trade's already up 20%. Not bad. Not too bad.
RENN, Ren, moving again today.
AAXN, he was up 501%. Wow, Captain, that was a nice one. He got that years ago, he said. Nice job on that. Guys, look at SPY running here. What a breakout on the markets. Beautiful. Look at that new highs, that big breakout on SPY. Come on, E-Trade. There we go. Look at that breakout. Space still continuing to climb. Qs are having a big run here. Got some nice gains. I want to see DocuSign start to climb, and it is starting to climb a little bit there. I'm watching that. SPY still continuing to break higher, team. Looking good. Let me see what Intel's doing over here. DocuSign's one of those ones that once it starts to get the momentum, has a big breakout. Intel's just continuing to break higher, team. Take a look at Intel. I think we need to make another trade on Intel here.
International Gaming.
54.37.
$70 call activity now in PENN.
Guys, DocuSign's finally starting to climb.
That's Papa Echo, November.
There goes DocuSign. Let's see it break that 241. Might add to it at that point.
MVIS, Microvision, patent, laser scanning devices and methods for extended range depth mapping. That's Michael Victor India Sandy, MVIS.
Dow's up 287 points. Nasdaq's up 108. S&P's up 27. Small gains for today, a little bit under $1,000. Looking for a good day trade setup here. There goes SPY again. SPY is relentless here, continuing to break higher.
Bill, I wonder what you think will be more important.
Shares of Microvision getting a spike in volume. Michael Victor India Sandy.
Are the emotional components New York, right? I mean, it's what Ed Koch was able to do, build some emotional vitality around the image of the city.
I think Ray's complete skill set will be very valuable, both in, solving financial problems that the city is obviously having, working with the governor. I mean, I think he'll get along much better with Andrew Cuomo than either Bill de Blasio or Mike Bloomberg did. His ego is completely in check, whereas those two guys seem to be way out of line and trying to one up the governor, which isn't a good idea politically. And I also think, he having grown up in Dayton, being raised by a single mother.
SPY is still continuing to break higher here.
Out of that environment and going to Hotchkiss and three Harvards, Harvard undergrad, Harvard Business School, Harvard Law School. This is a guy who can relate to the common man. I think he's perfectly well suited at this time. I mean, I think frankly it's kind of a blessing that this guy is willing to do this at this time when the city needs somebody like him very, very desperately.
Really good insight, guys, about a race that we're going to talk about a lot. At least I hope so over the next few
S&P Global says sovereign rating downgrades or outlook cuts likely in coming months in some higher rated countries. Says expect more countries in Africa to have restructured debt. Rating pressure on Latin American countries such as Mexico, Brazil, and Colombia. That's from S&P Global.
I just emailed my wife's social security number to the entire company. It says pay job. So please come back.
Facebook still continuing to climb, breaking that 271.
Check data in one easy-to-use software. Visit paycom.com for a free demo. Hi. First off, we love each other.
Guys, our Amazon trade is nearing 3,400. We almost have max gains on our paycheck trade on Amazon. What a breakout. What a climb. That's another great trade there on Amazon. Those paycheck trades are our solid trades that we make. So make sure you're focusing in on those paycheck trades for those smaller accounts.
PTON Peloton, a January 180 call sweep on PTON, Papa Tango Oscar November.
And guys, those of you that are watching us here on YouTube, we have a free class tonight at 5 p.m. If you're new to options and you're not familiar with it too much, we have a free class tonight. And you guys can go to our Facebook business page, search Breaking Chart Alerts, and get signed up for it. It's a totally free class. Just put in your email, and you will get sent the notification when we are live and preparing that class. It's going to be a great presentation.
What really hurts. But you know what's painless? Using ZocDoc to find an in-network doctor and compare reviews. And what actually feels kind of good. A same-day appointment. To instantly book an in-person or video visit, download ZocDoc. With PlushCare, finding the time to take care of yourself is possible even when anxious or depressed. Introducing the new doctor's appointment online with top doctors for
And members, if you guys could tell your friends about tonight's free class, that would be greatly appreciated.
Says current level of bond
Let them know
purchases
that we have a
appropriate.
class tonight at 5 p.m. SPY's continuing to break higher, team. Amazon, our paycheck trade's getting up to that 3,400. There goes SPY. SPY's breaking out once again. Ephraim is posting the link on the YouTube right there. If you guys are watching on YouTube, click that link there on the YouTube chat. That's going to take you and let you sign up for our free class tonight.
CSN says
Guys, the markets are still breaking higher, looking good here. Nice breakout. There goes SPY once again, Dow's up 327 points. Nasdaq's up 111. S&P's up 31 points.
You can see it's been down nearly 75% in just the past 2 years. So Bank of America's analyst team pegs the problem for U.S. oil and gas companies to growth, saying that their business model, quote, has been living on borrowed time, unnecessary growth with low or normal cash returns to investors, and a commitment to live within cash flow that was no more than an admission of the intent to spend all of that cash flow. So if companies turn away from the focus on growth and refocus on certain value aspects, BofA says that there's some room for opportunity in the sector that they say is building.
Market's still climbing. Let's take a look here. Baba's up 2.5%.
Alongside its purchase of Noble Energy, BofA says
Baidu's up about 1.5%.
that it thinks its 7% dividend yield will be comfortably covered.
Chipotle's up another 1% near the highs of the day. That one's just continuing to break higher. Let's see, what else do we have going on here? Expedia is starting to take off nicely. $91, so not one I want to be near. Facebook, a little bit of a pullback from the highs. You got some support at 270. GE's up over 4% again. $7.16. Take a look at that 3-month daily there on GE, just really breaking out. There goes SPY again. SPY, Intel, everything's climbing nicely here. Was thinking about adding to our Intel trade. Our Intel trade right now is up about 17%.
At some point, maybe there is a price, if it's low enough, that makes something attractive. In this case, we're looking at energy, guys. Back over to you.
Yeah, talk about one of the trickiest trades of the year.
Let's see. Let's continue good on this watch list here. Google's up over 1.2%. So see, we have, so if you guys take a look at Google here, right? This is what I'm looking at. I was thinking about re-entering into another Google paycheck trade. There's our consolidation on Google.
LYG, Lima Yankee Golf, some big volume in Lloyd's Banking Group. Big spike in volume on LYG.
So that's NTZ. Once we break up above that, I think we're going to have a big breakout. We could look for an out-of-the-money vertical spread and look for that next target there of about 1650. So that's what I'm looking for our next big trade. You guys know we've been trading tech for some big triple-digit returns. 140%, 108%, Google, Amazon trades. So what we're going to be doing is looking for that next breakout above this consolidation box to make that next big climb up to the next resistance area.
Pivotal study, Kilo Zulu India Alpha, KZIA. Shares of Kazia Therapeutics.
And guys on YouTube, if you guys could do us a big favor and give this video a like for me, subscribe to the channel, and share it on social media, I'd really appreciate that. At least give it a thumbs up, give it a like, and I'd really appreciate that, team. Let's see here. Space is starting to climb off of that support area once again. NVIDIA. Look at Pinterest. Pinterest just continues to break higher.
Shares hitting a high of 645, now pulling back $5.91. KZIA off of that press release.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Sue Herrera. Here's your CNBC News update at this hour. Germany is among the European countries reporting record levels of new
All right, guys. So let's look at Google here, right?
100 cases confirmed today. That is 1,000.
Let's look at that 3-month daily. I wanted to go over that once again. I had one of our members ask me about that. So you guys could see right here. Here's our green channel here for breakout momentum. We have breakdown momentum. The yellow is the NTZ. Now, when we're in the breakout momentum cycle here, what I want you guys to focus on is when we're trading side by side here and we have a tight consolidation area.
That's the same Japanese supplier that made defective airbags, responsible for the recall of tens of millions of cars.
This is our consolidation area.
Made seatbelt webbing used in up to 30% of vehicles produced worldwide. And Peloton is recalling some of its pedals because the axle may break and injure users. The pedals were placed on some 27,000 bikes sold between 2013 and 2016. You are up to date, guys. David, I'll send it back to you.
We are looking for a break above that consolidation. So if we get that green candle tomorrow or Monday,
FTK,
like that,
low tech.
that would be our
December
buy
$2
signal.
call active now. FTK getting a pop to the highs.
That's our buy signal. If you got a candle below that,
Joining us now, two of the founders, both fifth-generation members of the Rockefeller family, Daniel Growald and Valerie Rockefeller.
that's where we'd be buying puts.
Joining us. Daniel, I'll start with you. Your grandfather was David Rockefeller, of course, Chase Manhattan Bank. Have you started there at JP Morgan Chase? And if so, what are you actually trying to accomplish and how have you been?
That's where we could be buying calls. We could be buying spreads.
23 $9 call sweep on KODK. Kilo Oscar Delta Kilo.
For one very clear reason, which is that the bank is the largest financier of fossil fuels by far. Now, it's important to make the point that there's a difference between investing
FAMI getting a pop here.
and underwriting to fossil fuels. And both sides of the house, so to speak, are important. In 2019, JP Morgan financed $65 billion to
Fami
fossil
getting a
fuel
pop
industry.
here.
And what's so critical about that is that the money that goes in today that's lent to fossil fuel companies for the expansion of fossil
$1
fuel infrastructure
on
and
Fami.
ongoing operations of these firms establishes a trajectory which will go far
KODK Kodak now spiking off of that call activity. Kilo Oscar Delta Kilo.
maintain in order to have
KODK hitting a high of 980.
So that's a perfect example right there of when we're looking for that break above that consolidation when we're trading side by side.
Weekly 9.5 sweep now on Kodak.
Let's take a look at Amazon now, and I could show you guys why we got the Amazon trade when we did. So
wildfires, increasing intensity and frequency of hurricanes. And if you think about an issue like global migration, 5 million refugees from Syria and the Middle East in the last several years caused massive political disruption in the European Union and led in many ways to Brexit, people say. So if you extend that, looking at the broader picture of climate change unchecked,
PARS.
you get 50 or 100 million climate refugees. What would that do to the
Tarsus Pharmaceuticals open
economic connection
at 16.25, priced at $16.
practices? Ultimately,
16.20, priced at $16. That's TARS. Tango Alpha Romeo Sandy.
Financing from big institutions, many players in the industry would go bankrupt. Is that your ultimate goal here?
Tarsus Pharmaceuticals.
No, our ultimate goal is to save the environment and try to help as many people as possible. And obviously, as Rockefellers, we feel a special moral obligation to try to counteract the damage that has been done by fossil fuels. But we've known for decades how damaging these are, and also, frankly, in the last decade, fossil fuel companies have already been losing money despite $500 trillion into the fossil space. That is taxpayer money around the world that should be going into protecting our environment and our health. That's instead going into propping up these fossil fuel companies. Where the money should be going, where we should have our focus, and the focus of Bank Forward is to, of course, not only dry up capital to dirty energy, but to put it into clean energy. I'm from West Virginia. Coal has been declining there. It reached its peak in the 1950s. There were 150,000 coal jobs then. The year I was born, 1971, down to 64,000 jobs. Now there are about 14,000 jobs in there. The future is in solar. We create free jobs or other renewables. We create more.
So this is when we bought that Amazon trade right there, and then we sold it for that 148% gain.
Morgan committed $30 billion
So that was that we bought in right here on that Amazon trade. We made that 148% gain. Markets are still climbing here, looking good. Guys, United Healthcare. Holy smokes, we got to take a look at that. Holy smokes. That's almost in the green. United Healthcare, look at that breakout from pulling back down to 315 a share. We're back up to 331 right now. Today, 1 minute chart, we're near the highs of the day. What a breakout there. And as you guys could see, Intel is just relentless as well. INTC. Intel still continuing to break higher. Looking good there.
Many generations since John D., not to mention David Rockefeller. Nonetheless, how do you respond to people who say you are biting the hand that feeds you? You've been able to live what we would assume is a very comfortable life, and now we're going after people and an industry that is still employing many people and is still very important.
CCNC coaching getting a pop here on a big spike in volume now. Charlie, November, Charlie. CCNC.
Also why we focus on renewable energy and how to help communities like those in West Virginia where I grew up,
Shares
beneficiaries
were
of the
halted
economy that we are inevitably moving into. It's just
several
a
times
matter
now
of
halted again.
preparing
Looks
for
like
it. There's some risks
$1.99,
with the coronavirus,
up
which we
142%
cannot
with
predict.
CCNC.
And some risks which we know about. It is an existential and financial risk to all of us. And yes, of course, private family has a history in fossil fuels, but that was formalized 7 generations.
Space is coming down a little bit there, but it's got its parachute there, Arivam. And that's going to continue to break higher. Look at that space trade. That space is holding above that 10, still continuing to hold above resistance. Easy 25 to 2750 target on space. Remember what that was upgraded to as well. And now I want to show you guys why we got into that space trade, SPCE. And this is really important, team.
October 23, $2.50 call sweep now on Hertz.
Efren, if you could take a screenshot of this.
Kodak, KODK.
Let me see where the heck it is.
Get more investment to the areas that are needed to bring down the cost, for example, of these transformational technologies that will bring renewables to us?
It's a great question.
Where is it here? Let me find it.
In this. For one, what we're actually asking JP Morgan to do is to commit to stop financing fossil fuel companies which don't themselves have a plan to transition to a world that's safe with climate change. So that means fossil fuel companies themselves and the banks need to be working together to figure out
Let me see.
the fundamentals of their business model to be able to support
I just saw it here. Where
zero carbon economy. Now,
where are my eyes looking?
there are no fossil fuel companies that are currently there, but what I'm looking for is not to simply end an industry that employs a tremendous number of people. It's to actually inspire the banks and the industries to work together to meaningfully shift away from the basic elements of their business model, which is focused on fossil fuels right now,
Where was that upgrade to $35 a share? I'm looking here. I must be blind.
zero carbon technology.
Hertz is starting to climb here off the lows as well. DocuSign's pulling back a little bit.
But I would assume you see other parts of the world that perhaps are ahead of us in what you're describing?
Absolutely. In both the fossil fuel companies and the banking sector, we look to Europe as definitely ahead of the US in many ways. With the high level of commitment that BP has made, that's a first step. It's absolutely the direction that all of the other oil majors need to be taking. And there are some industries such as coal where it's much more difficult. They're going to have to get more creative in how they pivot their costs.
NCLH, Norwegian Cruise Line Holdings, March,
Yeah, I see that.
$25 call sweep, currently at $15.98. That's the Remember Charlie Lima Hotel.
Finance commitments, but $65 billion in continued fossil fuel finance. So the ratio has to shift.
And what we want to do, if I
Last word to you. I gotta wrap it up. Go ahead.
I was going to say, what we're hoping to inspire is a race to the top. And so that means that individuals, the institutions, everyone represented by Bank Forward, we need to be putting our money where our values are and where the future of society is.
Hertz and space are starting to climb again here.
Compete for each other for the trillions of dollars of wealth that are being passed down to generations that care.
Google is still looking great.
Frustrated.
wanted to add to Amazon here, but Baba's up 2%, 2.3%.
Hunt today, the company posted a mixed quarter, and it noted some service challenges and congestion related to, quote, the large and sudden increase in demand. Certainly something we'll be keeping an eye on as we
Visa's up 1.34%. This is something you could trade back up to that 205. So here's a nice example. It's still trading in NTZ, but it's something when something's trading in NTZ, you could be trading it between the resistance and the support areas. You have support at 200 on Visa. You have resistance at 205. So the stock's at 202 right now. You could trade it up to that 205. Look for a delta of 0.5 or higher. You get that delta of 0.5 or higher. That means for every dollar move that stock moves, that's going to increase by 50 cents. So if that's at 202 now, moves up to 205, that's a $3 increase. That delta means it's going to increase in value by 0.5 times that by 3. So that means that option premium is going to increase by $1.50 from where you bought it at. So that's perfect. Tom asked about Visa. I didn't even see that. And I just talked about that there, Tom. So that's a nice thing about Visa. If you could see this here, you have clear area of resistance.
AREC, American Resources, getting some volume now. Alfa Romeo Echo Charlie, 13G filing is out on AREC.
And then you have a clear area of
American Resources,
support.
13G filing.
Because at Leaf Filter, your safety is our priority. You're at home and see things that
So what I like doing here, this is
with Leaf Filter, you don't have to climb a ladder to clean your dishes.
this right here is
Savvy
considered the
Volatility
NTZ.
White Master Fund
Okay?
reporting a stake of 2.6 million shares, 7% in AREC, and that's in a 13G filing.
This is the NTZ or consolidation. But look at with our trade plan, how even with that consolidation, we could still trade it up to that resistance. So if you could see that right there, Tom, you could see when it comes down to support, it's holding that support area and then it's climbing back up to resistance. Dropping back down to support, climbing up to resistance. So that little 5-point move right there, if you could bring up the option chain right here and take a look at this option chain right here. If you look at this and you bring up Visa, we could right click, bring up the columns. We could add the delta on here. Add that. Okay. Now we could see if we wanted to trade that for next week's expo and we wanted to pick up the 202.50 strike call, it's got a delta of 0.48 basically, okay? So if we pick that up right now, it's going for about, let me show you here. I always look at theoretical value because that's what it's going for right now. If we pick that up for 221, here's the strike price right here, and here's the expiration date. So, and this is again is for Visa. So if you pick up that 202.50 strike call, let's say it increases by Monday, up to that 205. So it's at 201.89 right now, right? So if 205 is our target, right? Take a look at this. Target equals 205, right? So 205 minus 201.89, that means that's 3.11 increase from where it's at. Now you use the delta here of 0.465, multiply that by 0.465. Now 3.11 multiply that by 0.465. That means this is going to increase by 1.446. So if that increases by 1.44, okay, and it's at 213 now, plus 2.13, that means it's going to be worth 3.57. Okay, so if you paid 213, that means you paid $213, and now it's worth $3.57. 3.57, divide that by 2.13. That's a 67.
Getting a pop for the highs now. Charlie Alpha.
That's a 67.61% return.
CARV.
Now, that's just using delta. Now we could also put in here theta, which is time decay, because every single day that this goes on, this option is going to decrease in value because there's less time for it to keep moving higher, right? So we could also add on here then theta. Okay?
BYFC, Broadway Financial, moving along with Carver.
So now let's clear this out.
Bravo, Yankee Foxtrot, Charlie.
Now watch this. Now if we add theta here, now here's what it's telling us, that this is going to decay every day. So that 20250, it's going to lose 18 cents basically per day. Okay? So for every dollar that Visa goes higher, this is going to increase by 47 cents. And every day it's going to lose about 18 cents in time value. Okay, so it's really easy to calculate what that option is going to make if it gets up to your target by using your delta and your theta. Your Greeks are really important. And just focus on delta and theta if you're looking for possible trade ideas, trade setups, and you want to calculate what type of gain you're going to be looking for. All right, let's get back to the market. Market's pulling back a little bit here from those highs. Take a look at SPY. SPY coming down to that 50-day simple moving average, breaking below it right now. You got your MACD cross already, your first candle below your 1020 simple moving average. So you're seeing some decline here in SPY. And notice here on your histogram as well. You know, notice how when we were climbing the whole morning, most of the histogram here was above the zero line. Now we're trading below the zero line, and look at that. We're moving lower during that entire move there. So that MACD is really going to help you out there to decipher, hey, what's that stock ready to do here? What type of momentum is coming in? Tom, I'm going to be teaching all this stuff tonight, so great question. We got quite a great class set up for tonight for new traders that are interested in trading options. So make sure you guys sign up in that link above here in this YouTube chat. Ephraim posted the chat there and the link for the class sign up for tonight. It's totally free. Let's see. Arivam says, in case vertical spreads, need to worry about Greeks. No, that's a great question, Arivam. So with options, with vertical spreads, all you're worried about is that stock going to be above that strike for call spreads, above both strikes by expiration, or below. Okay, because that's all that matters. It doesn't matter in anything else. It matters what strikes you're picking for those vertical spreads there. Guys, our United Healthcare trade is really taking off here. UNH. Take a look at UNH still. Hertz is still climbing now here as well. UNH was just at the high of the day last candle. Looking good. Zach Konka says he's got one confirmed friend signed up for tonight's class. Thank you, Zach.
Also moving along with
Stewart says, will the class be recorded and put on your channel? No, it will not. It is live for our well, not for our members, for you guys here. So make sure that you guys sign up for it and join. Let me ask my team here if this is going to be recorded and posted live. I don't think it will be. I think you have to join this live. You could just sign up there. If you guys sign up for that, we could email you a copy of the recorded session, though. Just sign up there. It's going to ask you for your email. That way it's going to be able to send you a email when we're live today. And you guys will be able to, we could email you that afterwards if you're not able to attend it. SPY still continuing to pull back. Intel still on the climb. DocuSign's really breaking down there. United Healthcare is still on the climb. There goes UNH once again.
On the export parts of this business. And then there are some themes that I think fit both of them. I think regardless who wins, the industrial sector will be part of infrastructure spending, which both are planning, and rebuilding supply chains.
There goes UNH taking off once again here.
Or to the trade wars.
Nicole, we heard in this administration that there would be a plan for infrastructure and that it would bring manufacturing.
MasterCard's breaking out here. If you take a look at the 3-month daily, MasterCard's getting to climb off that 340. If you guys are interested in a trade on MasterCard, that one's looking really great here for a possible setup.
Those areas.
Yeah, absolutely, and thanks for having me as well. I think probably regardless of who's
Let's see.
Trump or Biden, we know that there's a lot of folks
Tyler S. says, Santarelli Exchange, check out Lowe's, LOW.
based on what we know today.
That is a heck of a chart set up there. Let's see what HD is doing as well. HD's looking good.
For the infrastructure names, including CAT, United Rentals,
Love those setups. Looking good there, Tyler. Are you in a Lowe's or Home Depot trade?
impact on revenue.
Tyler says Target had a big drop. Let's take a look at Target.
Hey, John, I just had a question about demand from the farm economy. I saw some estimates
Target had a drop there, but still holding above the previous day's body.
for 40% of farm income.
Jerry, JS Buyer in the trade room said they made a lot of cash on HD this morning, Home Depot. Let's take a look at the today 1 minute on Home Depot. Look at that breakout momentum. So Jerry's probably talking. Jerry's been with us for about 5 years now. Right, Jerry? She probably took advantage of that big breakout right there. Is that where you took advantage of that Home Depot trade, Jerry?
That it can better control. It's really added a lot of technology and artificial intelligence and sensors and innovative additions to its tractors. And it's able to charge.
Oh, she got in on the dip on Tuesday. So it wasn't a day trade, it was a swing trade. So let's take a look at a 3-month daily. So Tuesday was what I don't even know what Tuesday was the 13th. So she got in on the 13th. Let's see where the 13th is right here. She got in on the dip at the lows on the 13th. Sold today. How much did you make on that, Jerry?
How were they affected by this?
She got in on the 14th. Okay, same thing. She got in at the 14th. $4,500 profit. What was the percent gain, though, on that trade? Just from trading it from about 386 to 290. Watch this. How much did you make on that, Jerry?
We've talked about electric vehicles, which are part of the plan as well. I know fewer companies that are involved in electric vehicles, but companies like Tesla would benefit from that. 5G rollout is in his plan, so data center equipment providers, and then a shift to renewable energy, and to me the biggest.
So take a look at that. I just want you guys to see this, how important this is. Okay? So Jerry said on Home Depot here, let me make this a little bit smaller. Oops, where did that go?
Dow's up a full percent.
There we go.
Back where Facebook and Twitter's content policies stand today after refusing to
Okay, so here's the Home Depot, right? And Jerry said, let me see here. Jerry said she made $4,500. Got in Home Depot right here. She got in on this candle right here. She got in on the 14th. She closed it out this morning at the highs. And she made a 42% gain on that trade. She made $4,500 on that trade right here in just 3 days. 3 days following the trade plan. And you notice how you get that breakout momentum. You retrace back down to that 10-day simple moving average. And she was probably down the next day on that trade. And she was probably down pretty big. You know, probably down about 30% on that trade. Next day, she closed it out there. That's what patience and discipline's all about there. Closed it out for a 42% gain for 42% gain there for $4,500. That was a great trade, Jerry. Congratulations on that trade. Nice job. Let's see, what's the market doing here? Intel is still on the climb. What a beast on Intel. I really want to make another Intel trade here in the afternoon. We're probably going to be making another Intel trade in the Trade Challenge account in the afternoon trading session. UNH is still on the climb. I'm probably going to add to that one. New highs of the day on United Health Group. What a breakout there on UNH. Love that setup there. Space is starting to climb here again as well. Space is just getting that 1020 cross. Now look at the histogram on Space, the MACD histogram. Starting to get those green bars. You got the MACD cross. Now we got to see if it can break that 2275 resistance area. That's going to be extremely important there for Space. But Space, you have to understand, when you're in a day trade, you're looking at a today 1 minute chart. When you're in a swing trade, all you're worried about is that daily chart right there. Okay, so make sure. Jerry said she is having a great week. I am happy for you, Jerry. Great job. Congratulations. Jerry's been with us for 5 years. She knows the trade plan, and she's kicking butt with it. Great job. Let's see. Skyjack just jumped into Zoom. Skyjack's one of our new members, I believe, and he's kicking butt here as well. Nice job on Zoom there, Skyjack. Stock's up 4%, 21 points. We wanted to get in Zoom yesterday, but the options on it were quite expensive.
Cruise operations this Saturday. That's Charlie Lima.
Alrighty, guys, it's 11 o'clock. I have to get off. I got a class ready, and I will see you guys at 2 o'clock. If you guys want to come join us, go to www.breakingchartalerts.com. Click Join Now, membership pricing plans. It's cheap, guys. You could pick a package that's good for you guys. As low as $125 per month. There's no commitment. You could cancel anytime. You know, so the trader membership is going to give you the morning trading session. Pro Trader is going to give you a morning and afternoon trading session from 9:30 a.m. until 11 a.m. and then from 2 to 4 p.m. And then the Elite Pro Trader, you're saving money. You're saving $500. Plus, you get the live trading in the morning, live trading in the afternoon, text alerts, email alerts, the app alerts, and you also get the afternoon trade recaps, and you also get live trading classes and advanced classes. So you get the beginner, intermediate, advanced classes, along with everything else that Elite Pro Trader gets, along with all the other memberships. So pick one that's good for you guys. Get signed up, and we will see you at 2 p.m. Hope everyone has a great day, and we're going to be looking for some great day trades from right now until the end of the day in the trade room. So if you guys are looking for some day trades, get signed up, come join us, and we'll see you in the live trade room. Once you get signed up, just go to live trading, click on live trade room, and we will see you in there. We're going to be looking for some day trades now. Today's Day Trade Friday, and option premiums are pretty cheap, so we can pick up some great day trades and make some quick triple-digit returns if we get some moves in the market. So I'll see you guys there. Have a great day, and God bless, guys. Take care and stay safe. Bye-bye.